Hi, this is Marta from Ruby Soup with Pearl Juice, and today I am doing another Top 5 Wednesday video. Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group run by Sam over at Thoughts on Thomas. I will leave all those links down below. And basically in the month of May, she gave us all this freebies, so we could pick any kind of theme that we wanted that had been in previous months and previous years. And the theme that I'm going to talk about today is my favorite first sentences in books. I don't have 5 books that I'm going to read from, but I do have 3, so let's just get started. So in my first pick, it is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. This is a classic feminist novel that is about a woman called Esther. We follow her coming of age in the 1950s in America while she struggles with depression and feeling like she does not exactly fit into what society is telling her as a woman to be. And I'll just read the first sentences on the first page and then I'll explain what it is that I like about it. It was a queer, sultry summer. The summer they electrocuted the Rosenbergs, and I didn't know what I was doing in New York. I'm stupid about executions. The idea of being electrocuted makes me sick, and that's all there was to read about in the papers. Google-eyed headlines staring up at me on every street corner, at the fusty, peanut-smelling mouth of every subway. It had nothing to do with me, but I couldn't help wondering what it would be like, being burned alive, all along, your nerves. I thought it must be the worst thing in the world. And what I like about that opening is that it sucks you in right away because she's talking about something that just grabs your attention. And it's such a good introduction to Esther's character. It shows that she questions things. She doesn't take everything that society tells her at face value, which kind of sets up with her conflicts with what is expected of women. And I also like how she's showing this very different way of looking at the world. Like, while everyone else is saying that the Rosenbergs are just awful and they deserve to die and such, then Esther is actually thinking about what that means, that they died, and what it must have felt like when how they were executed. And I think that it packs a lot in just one paragraph. Now the second favorite first sentence that I want to talk about is From the Wasp Factory by Ian M. Banks. This is a surrealistic horror story about a teenage sadist, and it was Ian M. Banks who wrote the Culture Novels debut novel in 1985. And I'll just read a little bit from the beginning. I had been making the rounds of the sacrifice poles the day we heard my brother had escaped. I already knew something was going to happen. The factory told me. And again, like, those first 2 sentences just suck you in right away because you realize that his brother has escaped from somewhere, but you don't know exactly what. And he says, like, oh, but I already knew that this was going to happen because of the factory. And you immediately are thinking, like, okay, well, there's something odd going on here. And it's just a perfect introduction to this book. The whole book is quite disturbing, but very intriguing. And you kind of are in the main character's head quite a bit. And as I said, like, the factory that he talks about is like a ritualistic thing where he kills Wasp as a way of trying to figure out what's going to happen in the future. So it's not quite a book for everyone, but I really recommend. And if you like those first 2 sentences, definitely check it out. And now the last one that I'm going to talk about is actually a book that I actually did not really like per se, but the first 2 sentences are interesting. And the book is The Infernal Desire of Machines of Dr. Hoffman by Angela Carter. I remember everything. Yes, I remember everything. Perfectly. that sentence just really sucked me in. And this is kind of like a magical realist fantasy novel. And in my opinion, it's actually not all that good. The plot's kind of all over the place, and Angela Carter has written better stuff. But I think like just that beginning is again like such an eye-catching beginning, and it makes you kind of wonder what exactly the main character is remembering. So, those were some of my favorite first sentences in books. Do you guys have any favorite first sentences that you would like to share with me? I would love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe. You can also like my Facebook page, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye!